In today's video, we are going to replace a muffler hanger on a 2005 Pontiac Sunfire. Now, if I shake this muffler, we can see there's a lot of movement there. Luckily, the exhaust pipes on this vehicle are obviously very strong. I went and I looked up the exhaust pipes just to verify that. If they weren't, if they were rotted out, this muffler, because this vehicle went on about a 30-mile drive, would have been dragging along the ground by now. And as I say, it's pretty obvious to see what the problem is. The muffler hanger has rotted away. There's no support there. And hopefully this will come up in the camera. We can see there's the mounting bracket up there that the hanger itself, going around here, supports the muffler itself by. Well, sorry about getting my thumb over that last part of the last video there. A little difficult to crawl under the vehicle and record this. So anyway, here's our strap, and around the top there's our bracket. There's our rubber bushing that supports this bracket, connects this bracket to the body of the vehicle. So that just slides out of there, like so. There's our rotted support strap. So we're going to replace that. Obviously this just goes around the muffler. You tighten it up here with this bolt and nut, which is included with the new strap, which it's July of 2013, and I paid, in Canada, I paid $31 for that. So not a real big investment. I always like to get everything ready before I actually crawl under the vehicle. So here's our bracket we discussed. Our strap. This was pointing towards the front of the vehicle. Kind of make note of how everything goes. A lot of times something may not matter, whether say it is bolt and nut, how that goes into the strap, but I made note of the fact that in on the strap that we removed, the bolt, the head of the bolt, was facing up towards the bottom of the vehicle, and the nut right there was facing towards the ground. So you know what, may not matter, but that's the way we're going to install it, like that. I already found out by taking my wrench. It's a 13mm wrench, so we're all ready to go. That's just little things you want to do before, as I say, you actually crawl under the vehicle and start doing these things. So, here I am, strategically stuck under the vehicle here. I'm going to take a rag, just give that a rub where that support bracket was. I just like to make sure there's no crap sticking out. I'm going to do that on the top and the bottom. You don't necessarily have to do this, but something I do. I'm not going to get too aggressive with that because that is an old muffler and I don't want to get, as I say, carried away, but just going to give it a little cleaning up above there too, to make sure there's no pieces of metal sticking out there. And then I'm going to put that support strap in place. So the muffler is cleaned up. Here's our bracket, or support strap I should say. Bracket part facing towards the front of the vehicle. And see if I can hold this camera. And And this is pretty straightforward. Just going to slide that up. Hopefully I won't give anybody a headache here as I slide ahead and try to record this. So there's our strap. And there's our rubber bushings. I may have to stop recording. You get the general idea here. Pretty straightforward. That's going to slide in there. I'll put it in place and then we'll show you. Okay, so what we have here is the support strap there has actually got to be kind of bent into the shape of the muffler. So I had to take the weight off of the muffler so that I can actually take my bolt and put it through this side of the strap like that. So you can see I have a highly technical support system here for the muffler to take the weight up and push the exhaust system up there a bit. I haven't got a patent on that, so you know, feel free to use it. And the next thing we'll do is we'll put the bolt and the nut through there, through that strap. So there's our strap. As I mentioned, I got the bolt in place, the head of the bolt up here. I got the nut and the lock washer down here. You can see the strap is loose now. And basically, what we're going to do is hold the bolt in place with the wrench or the socket, whichever works best for you. And then I'm going to take my socket down here, and as always, clockwise, righty-tighty to tighten it up. I won't be able to hold the camera and do that, but we'll do it now. Also, I moved the strap along just to make sure that, you know, everything was flat, that it wasn't on an angle, that it was in here good. I didn't want this strap to be kind of, you know, on a not flat to the muffler, so have a look at that before you start tightening things up. Now, just something that might be worth mentioning. As I was tightening the bolt up, this clamp here, the top part of this clamp, started to go in towards the bolt. So this part is supposed to be over there. So I just kind of took a screwdriver without getting too aggressive and just pried that out there. So as I tighten it up, this will go over that lip of the strap there. At this point, the strap is on. This has been tightened up nice and tight here. Didn't get too crazy, of course, like anything else. You just got to be careful how much you tighten it up. As I tightened that, I mentioned that I had to force this side out with the screwdriver because it was kind of turning up under there. Also, the strap itself had a bend in it here, so I had to give that a light tap as I was tightening this up. I had to stop and kind of give it a tap there with the hammer because it had a kind of a bow in it, but you can see it's nice and flat along the muffler there now. And if I lean back here, grab onto that, give it a shake, it's all well supported. So that's about the end of this video.